I want to talk about this damn Backrooms movie that I still didn't see. I'm gonna see it though, cause I want to do like a before and after video. How I was looking at the movie before, like my opinions before looking at the movie and after the movie. Cause I've done multiple videos, live streams, spaces, and recordings about the Backrooms and shit before the movie came out, and I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to say that this is almost like clickbait because I'm like, okay, so since the movie just came out and I always talk about the back rooms, if I make a video on the back rooms, and that mean that, I mean, thought did run through my head like once or twice, but we're not talking about that. I just, I don't know. I've heard, I don't know, was it Charlie Moist Critical? Somebody had said something about how they don't the artsy type of movie and they don't really like those type of movies. And it got me thinking, like, how did this dude really interpret the backrooms in this movie? My first thought was like, okay, so maybe it was like some shit like, hold on, cause let me get my thoughts together, cause they not together. That's yours. Yeah, cause my other phone over there, and I'm on this one. Yeah, shit up there now. Oh yeah, I don't know how he was interpreting how to move. Oh, the artsy shit. So I felt like it was interpreted like because I kept certain shit I heard about the movie like no one knows what the back rooms are and shit like that. I feel like for the most part, motherfuckers interpreted the best way they could. But like I had said on Twitter, I'm gonna try to make this quicker than that one. Is that I was having, and I'm not the only person. I was having dreams about the backrooms before all these games and stuff came out, and I did a little bit of research here and there to try to see how other people viewed the situation and what they thought the backrooms and stuff was. And it's just like I don't feel like motherfuckers really hitting on the point the way I be needing them to, but I guess it's motherfuckers' own interpretation of the shit. But yeah, it's okay. So it all started with me. I was researching some shit about. I'm listening. I was researching some shit about aliens and stuff like that, right? And then I'm like, okay, so what? Huh? I was researching shit about the Lyrans and the Syrians and shit because I was getting downloads about that. I could definitely read through that because I need all of the information. But I don't know. It was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting in my office. I had my LED lights on and shit, and I was on Twitter. And then that conversation ended up coming up, and basically, oh, my brain trying to do some weird shit. I'm trying to figure out the whole conversation. I was using chat. Hi, I'm talking about the back rooms. I was using Chat GPT to like help me basically research the shit and what the fuck was really going on. And I remember different shit I heard from like when I was growing up. And one of those things was like, I don't know where the fuck I heard it from, but it was something with free will. Like, okay, the humans have free will. This is not what I'm talking about though. But how aliens can't directly interact with humans because that breaks the law of free will or some shit like that. So I'm like, okay, interesting. And this is the Vibes and Visions channel, so I think it's real. Well, the backrooms is real. I'm finna get into what I look at the backrooms is. What you talking about? Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I didn't even you like. I'm finna get into it. I'm like, and then a lot of stuff I say on here, I tell y'all like, I'm not finna say some shit like, oh, this is what I'm saying and this is what's going on. Listen to me. Like, I'm gonna like as I learn, I'm gonna share what I learn, and it's up to y'all to research and figure out what's true for y'all and what works for y'all. This is not no the other shit. But anyway, so the free will situation. So The back rooms. So first off, the back rooms is normally all like yellow, right? So I looked up some shit and came to find out that on the color spectrum, yellow is in the middle, and it's like an in between type of shit, right? So piggybacking off of the shit. That's how you say it? Piggybacking off of the shit that I was saying earlier, where aliens can't directly interact with humans because of free will and shit like that. The back rooms, how I was looking at it was like a form of, I ain't even gonna say a form, it was a realm or dimension to not just get certain messages and downloads and shit like that, but also like a training thing. And I've talked about different dreams I had in like back rooms and shit, but my most recent one, it was weird as hell. And I love that certain games that it came out since that dream show some of the shit that I be dreaming about. But I was like, because I was born and raised in Chicago and shit, but I don't be downtown like that. But I was downtown with this dude that I used to deal with, and I don't know where the fuck we was at, but it was like almost like a coffee shop, and the walls was glass. It was a lot of glass shit, right? And it was a lot of commotion going on outside, and a dog was in the street overly barking. Cars was acting all crazy and shit. It was just weird as fuck. Now it looked like we was about Lake Street because it was one of those subways where the trains is above ground type of shit, like like above regular ground type shit, like above your head, right? So I'm looking at them in the train going by and shit. So me and the dude that was in the me and Henry, right? We get up, we leave out, and we get on the train. I don't know where the fuck we was going because yellow being in the middle of the color spectrum is it's in the middle, and the back rooms is basically an in between type of shit. It's middle type energy. But me and Henry get on this motherfucking train, and it's a train. The train car is full of motherfuckers, and I don't know why we got sleepy, but we got sleepy. We ended up nodding off and shit. And when we woke back up, the train was empty as hell, and it was like the lights on the fucking train was weird. Like they went from being like fluorescent to like this amber type of color. It was weird as hell. So then we fucking like once we pulled into this weird ass train station and shit, and that's when it was backrooms type of shit. Now, this is the most recent dream I had. Every dream I had about the back rooms, we was like me and another person or me and a group of people, we own a train and we go through this tunnel and something weird happens on the tunnel and then we in the back rooms type of shit. And before I get too deep into the rest of my motherfucking dream, if you think about the Wiz, I don't know, because everybody always wants the Wizard of Oz, but the Wiz, the black version, right? I don't really know what the fuck go on in the normal version because I haven't seen it in a minute, but it was this scene where Dorothy was underground with the train station and shit, and the bricks was yellow. And it just, when I was younger, for some reason, it scared the fuck out of me, and I did not know, but we can't see all the colors. That is a whole nother story that we could definitely dive deeper into. But I like the fact that you thinking like that. But hold on, we can't see all of the colors. Okay, so what colors? And then the next thing to research is what colors can't we see? Why can't we see them? And all this other shit. What could they mean? And all this like all that shit. But damn, I keep the train and shit. Oh, the literal train. So damn. I was saying every time I had the fucking dream, it always is something with a train station and oh the fucking the Wizard of Oz shit. So it scared the fuck out of me when I was younger and I didn't know why. But now looking at it, it was a train station and it was yellow. And when I did my research and come to find out the reason why trains be around the back room so much is because it's a transportation from one realm or one dimension to another type of shit. So that's wild as hell. Um I believe it was backrooms chained together that I seen that really like I don't know, I ain't gonna say sent me, but really made me feel like okay, so it got to be a lot of people having dreams and shit like this because out of all of these dreams I had, it got to a point where we in the back room and it's all these different puzzles and different shit that we have to solve. And it's I don't know, it's I don't want to say we it's basically like getting some type of spiritual ranking because you can get regular spiritual ranking just by doing shit on a day-to-day basis, but this was like spiritual work in a semi-spiritual realm type of shit. Um but it's always a level every time I had these dreams, like an early level, like three, four, well, 3 to 6, where somebody ends up getting left behind because they not ready or they're not prepared for the journey or some shit like that. Um, I learned in my backrooms dreams that the chosen ones, how we basically like technically immortal and shit, because it was this stage where like, okay, we got through some puzzles or whatever, and it was this desk, right? And on the desk it was like Doritos, hot flaming Cheetos and shit like that. It was in different potions. And it was like this, you know, when you're playing video games, you gotta go to you get to an area where you can get all these supplies and shit where you fucking get your shit, right? So that was one of them. We got all our shit, and then these different enemies start coming out. One of them threw this, like, I don't know if it was a spitball or some shit, but threw a motherfucking projectile at one of the members of my team, and they started aging rapidly. And one of the potions made them like, first off it reversed the effects, and then it just like stopped them from aging type of shit. Other ones was like regular health shit. Another one was this damn disease that had made motherfuckers have boils all on their fucking skin. So if, like, I don't know, being led into that level, we had this guide with us, and in the spiritual sense, I'm looking at that as a spirit guide type shit, right? So if the spirit guide guided us to the table to use this shit, and we had an unlimited supply type of shit, and it was protecting us from aging and all these diseases and shit, it's like, okay, so hold on now, because the fuck. So I'm not saying that motherfuckers is immortal, but like when I say a lot of spiritual people don't get sick, and when we get sick, we fucking be sick for like 3, 4 days type of shit. Don't even last a full fucking week. Because shit's just different. Um, but yeah, it was interesting. These dreams be interesting as hell, but at the same time, it give this very uncanny vibe. This, I don't know, like thinking about it too much, especially at certain hours of the day, make me want to cry, make my eyes water and shit like that. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like the backrooms is an area beyond this reality type of shit, where you can directly interact with higher beings, higher ups and shit like that. Of course, if I learn more, then I'm going to speak on it. But based off of what I've experienced and what I've looked up and researched at this point, like, I don't know, the shit raw as hell regardless. But yeah, and stuff. It's the in between where they speak to motherfuckers and shit. And then the chosen ones and shit, I talk about that and stuff. Like, I feel like it's an injection and a nominum and the and the anomaly and the what? Shut the fuck up! Damn. Anyway, fuck. Cause everybody can't speak perfect English. Don't judge me, motherfucker. Anyway, I was saying because um yeah, because like, oh, if aliens can directly interact with humans because of fucking with free will, like, if what if we fucking put alien, like, project alien consciousness inside of what appears to be a human body type of shit, and then send them motherfuckers down to do certain shit, then what? Because I feel like that's what be going on. I feel like that's what's going on in my life and stuff, and other chosen ones and shit. Because, like I said, at the rate I heal, the fact that I don't get sick and shit, and even like if I donate my blood, my plasma, I'm a universal donor. I mean, I can save anybody's fucking life type of shit. It's just the way I'm built, the way I'm set up, my DNA type of shit. It's just wild as fuck. So it's like, I don't know. Like, if I look like a human for the most part, sometimes I be trying to act like one. Then I'm not breaking no intergalactic rules and shit and stuff. And stuff. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm chilling with my coffee and my tea and shit and fuck. Okay, I quit. I'm, I'm, I'm gonna get up off here. I just wanted to share that bit, and when I watch this movie, I'm gonna talk about some more shit. But yeah, all that shit right there.